Another season, another finish. Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video. Hope you guys are all doing well. And as you guys can see, I was able to get yet another top 1000 ladder finish by reaching 2820 medals in Ultimate Champion on Path of Legends last season, upgrading my ladder badge to level 7, so this is my 7th ranked finish on ladder on this account, and 11th overall between my two accounts. So I was able to do so with 3.0 Xbow cycle, of course. As you guys can see, there's the level 7 badge on my profile. Looks pretty nice. There's my finish right there. And again, I was able to do so with 3.0 Xbow cycle, so I decided not to give up. In my last video I kind of tilted quite a lot, but I decided to try, and I was able to push back up, so I'm very thankful the hard work paid off, because I was really close to giving up. This has not been a fun ladder season by any means, especially for 3.0, but never give up, I guess. It always works out if you just try your best and give it your full effort, so I'm really grateful it was able to pay off. So in today's video I'll be showing you guys my final games that got me my finish. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let's get right into the matches. Alright guys, so I found my match against Suwanki, and it is Monday, day of the season end, so I usually don't play on season end day, but I kind of have to, because yesterday I started playing. I was at 2600, I started the day, and then I ended at 2602. I got all the way up to 2789, like top 600-ish in the world. I remember the exact amount, because usually you do remember the exact amount, especially if you've tilted, so that was kind of annoying. Okay, he goes for a nice tornado to retarget the bomb tower onto the Expo. So well played. This might still be a mini lock though, and it is. We get some Expo ticks, which is really not bad. But yeah, I did kind of tilt, and it was really annoying. Gonna Ice Spirit to take these Wallbreakers out. Okay, nice. I think I have the Skeletons too, just to be safe. And I was playing with Queen Bow, so I really felt like Queen Bow would give me a better chance than 3.0. But I guess I was mistaken, because obviously I was just getting screwed over. At a certain point I just started facing a lot of recruits, and then I just started tilting like a lot, and it was so frustrating. But now I'm back with 3.0, because it's probably my best deck in the game. I feel like Queen Bow might be as well, but 3.0 has just always been like my favorite deck, I guess, like the tried and tested deck as well. Gonna log Knight retarget, and that should be a lock. Nice. He was not really ready for it. Goes for a late Marcher. That's gonna be a nice snipe to take the Expo out, but still damage is done. We're up quite a bit. He gets a Wallbreaker connection in the right, which is totally fine. I'm actually fine if he gets damage opposite lane, because I'd rather him go opposite lane than same lane, I guess. Like, same lane's kind of annoying, because they can just constantly play into you, and you can't really break through, so I'm totally fine if he wants to go that way. But yeah, this is Suwanki. I forgot to mention, but you guys saw he had like a number 10 ladder finish on his profile. This is the second best Logbait player in the entire world right now, actually, and he's not playing Logbait, thank God. He would definitely win against me if he was playing Logbait. But Riley used to be a big fan of his. I think he still is, but whenever I would talk to Riley about like the best Logbait players, he'd always say Suwanki's number 1. He wouldn't even consider himself as number 1 for the longest time, and he finally does consider himself number 1 now. His goal is like to be the number 1 undisputed best Logbait player. Nice catch on the miner, but Suwanki definitely paved the way for Riley before that, so just a pretty motivational Logbait player. Very good Logbait player with classic bait. He had like a top 20, I think. He also got his number 10, I think, like last season with the Evo Knight and the Tesla, so pretty impressive stuff, of course. Gonna have to Tesla for this, unfortunately, because Knight is tanking for the tower. And I think I can Expo, because my Knight is alive, counter pushing. Also have a Tesla up in case he tries to do something. Goes for a high bomb tower. I'll go archers to DPS, and that might be a lock. Okay, goes for a Knight. I'll log the spears, and this is actually going pretty well, honestly. Like, usually my matches against a Remy deck aren't this smooth. Like, usually it's a lot more frustrating, and I think Suwanki's a great player, but when you're playing against a good player and they don't have their one-trick deck, it's usually a bit more forgiving, because they don't know all the little intricacies of the matchup. Like, against Remy, this deck just feels like torture, this matchup, but against Suwanki, like, he plays Logbait, so this isn't really too bad so far. Just gonna log those Wallbreakers. He's slowly catching up, actually, so I might have to do something different. I might have to like defensive Expo. What I always like to say, if you're going through like a situation and you don't really know what to do, might be worth it to switch things up. Okay, goes for a NATO with the Marcher, like, well played, but that was really aggro, and my Evo Knight archers are going to be a pretty good counter push. He goes for the miner, but now I've forced out his Evo Knight in the right. I can definitely go for another Expo. Bomb tower's not going to be in range of the Expo. I'll Knight, hopefully, to take one Wallbreaker out. Okay, nice, one gets taken out. That's a lock. That's good game now, because he can't really stop this. He can Marcher to snipe, but he can't really like do anything else. He has to like log NATO or something. Yep, which is exactly what he does, but damage is already done. That's just going to be 2 fireballs. And yeah, it's over. So I basically forced out his Evo Knight in the wrong lane, and that's one thing you can do against Evo Knight to counterplay, is basically just force it out and then outcycle it, because you're not really going to break through an actual Evo Knight by itself. And I am down to like the 2500, 2600 range, guys, so I tilted quite a bit, but I'm back, and my only goal is to get a secured top 1k finish, so I'm going to do my best. That's going to put me at 2615, top 1.2k in the world, against the real Swanky. Alright guys, so our match against Icy. I feel like I recognize the name, but I'm not sure. Okay, goes Princess first play. I'm not going to give him the good luck, because I don't need his luck, I need his trophies. Princess is probably going to be Logbait, if I had to guess, so yeah, Princess Log. Like, on the off chance it's Hog, like Rocket, that would be so nice, but I really doubt it, because no one really plays that deck anymore. So yeah, I'm just gonna Knight the back, and he goes for a Knight. I'll Expo. Maybe he goes for like an Eye Tower, and I can get lucky. Nope, he goes for the Rocket Ice Spirit. So this is gonna be classic Logbait, guys. I really despise this matchup, honestly. I don't know if it's just me, but I really don't like this matchup, and I really think it's Logbait's matchup, honestly, against Expo. Of course, it can go either way. Like, usually whoever plays better does win, but I still really just hate this. Like, I don't know, it's just a me thing. Like, you know, we all have matchups we're not the best at. This is just one of them for me. I just really don't like this matchup. I don't do well against it. If it's like a classic challenge or grand challenge, it's really easy, or even global tourney sometimes, but against like top ladder players who know how to play the matchup, it's a different story. It's so frustrating. He goes for the Knight. He might try and get away without rocketing this Expo, but he honestly can, because I'm kind of down on Elixir. But I'll Skeleton in case he tries. Okay, he doesn't, so... And I don't know if he has Eye Tower or Tesla, actually. I'll Ice Spirit just to pressure. I don't think he's back... Actually, he is back to his Ice Spirit, right? So he can go for it. Yep. And this is kind of painful, because Princess Bridge is always, like, a threat that's, like... there, so like he can Princess right now. I think he's back to it in cycle, and I can't really, like, I have to predict it sort of, but at the same time, like, it's a bit risky. Okay, I'm just gonna Evo Knight Expo, honestly, because he is not back to his Rocket. He just went Rocket. He is gonna be back to his Evo Knight himself, but this should still be a pretty solid opportunity. I think he's back. Yeah, back to Evo Knight now. Thankfully, the Expo targets the Princess first. Very nice. I'm gonna Tesla, because yeah, he's definitely not gonna Rocket. He went for the Ice Spirit like that, so he's definitely trying to get away without going for a Rocket, which makes sense. I mean, Expo is so low on HP anyways, but that is going to be a small lock, I think. Okay, he goes Guards last second, damn. So, see, like, this is the thing. They can tank and stall for the Expo forever if they really want to. It's actually really annoying. One way to break through in this matchup is Fireball Cycle, as I've learned from 7-4 back in the day, but it's just pretty frustrating. Okay, we do get a lock in the left, thankfully, because we baited out the Knight in the right. Very nice stuff. I'm going to Knight early, because he might Princess the bridge at any time, and I just cannot afford to be dealing with that. I'll split archers, and I can probably get back to an Expo. Goes for that. Barrel's in the back by a bit, so I'll place my log a little lower. I'll Expo the left, because he went Guards the right. And I just think the only solution is, like, constant pressure. Knight's gonna stay alive, I hope. No, it doesn't. Yikes. Okay, that's really bad, actually. Now we could Princess Bridge. Okay, thankfully he didn't. But, like, if I take another Princess Bridge to the tower, I might just lose the game, honestly. I'll Expo in the right, I think, just switch things up. Evo Knight as well. Then I have to Ice Spirit for this barrel. It is in the back, so it's actually gonna be manageable, like, not gonna take any damage, so really good stuff. He has to respond to this Evo Knight right now, so that's really good for me. I might... Okay, he goes for the Evo Knight himself. Okay, that's, like, the only thing he can go for. I guess Guards do pretty well against Evo Knight as well, but like Guards or Evo Knight, anything else, he's going to be in trouble. Anyways, I'm going to kite this, or I'm going to Knight to protect. I was going to kite the Knight out of range, but I realized, like, I might as well just let the Expo take it out. Okay, I think he might try and get an Eye Tower on this Expo. Yeah, I definitely think so, so I'm going to predict it. And he goes for the low Knight. I'll Fireball the Knight just to get the tower damage, and that's actually going to put me in the damage lead, guys, so that's really good. I'll take the Princess. Okay, sadly, the Princess gets another shot. I'm going to Knight Ice Spirit, so he is back in the game in the right. We kind of switched lanes. He was winning in the left. I was not really winning, but going for the right, sort of. And then we kind of just swapped. I'm in the lead by 19, but it really means nothing, because Logbait players, they like to Rocket Cycle you and triple. So this is pretty precarious still. I'll log the barrel first and foremost, and then Tesla for the Princess, I guess. He might protect it, as of course he does. This is getting annoying, because we're in triple now, and like I have to prevent him from Rocket Cycling me. But that's a lot easier said than done, of course. I'll Fireball the Princess, log the barrel, and I have to take that That Princess has been alive for like 10 years. Okay, it's going to be targeted by the Tesla, hopefully. No, it's not. Wow, that's just barely out of range. That's so frustrating. Okay, Evo Knight does snipe it. I'll Skeles archers for this barrel, Fireball the Princess, and I'm actually Gonna Expo right now. I need to pressure. If he rockets tower, I lose. So I have to just prevent him. Nice, he rockets the Expo. So I have to go for one more Expo, I think, to pressure. Because if I let him rocket tower again, it's just gonna be over. So I'll Knight. Actually, okay, go Sprint to Bridge. Actually, I don't think I can... Well, I have to Expo, actually. Like, there isn't much time, but I have to. So I'm gonna Fireball tower. He is going to, like, try and defend. He rockets tower anyways. I have to log. I have to get back to another Fireball for the tower. I think I can get it down in time. So Fireball right now. And that should put me in the lead, I hope. I'll Skeletons Archers for the barrel so it doesn't get any damage. And let's go. We won by, like, 40 HP. Oh my god, that was frustrating. But that's going to be GG against Icy. I think he's a pretty good Logbait player. I mean, he played it well. We were just barely able to outplay and triple and get the double Fireballs on tower at the end. I think 2 Fireballs is more than a rocket. I'm not sure, though. But that's going to be a very nice win. Very clutch against Logbait. Alright guys, final match against Johan Gonzalez. Let's see what he's going to be running. Just going to Ice Spirit to start things out. I don't know, when I've been tilted, I've kind of stopped saying good luck. Because I just need wins, dude. I just need trophies. Tombstone could be Lava Hound or Graveyard, most likely. Okay, Graveyard, possibly after seeing the Zappies. Or off chance, it's Royal Giant Skelly King, but I haven't seen like a single RG deck the whole season on ladder, like at least the last week. So, I'm not too sure. I'm going to Tesla the middle. That's going to be a dead knight for sure. He could probably RG with this, because he has like a lot of counter push. But since I have a Tesla up, it's probably going to be a bit intimidating for him. Okay, just logs. We're just going to reset. I'm going to take a sip of water, guys. So commentary, be right back. Okay, I'm back. As I suspected, nothing really happened. I started doing that in my last video too, but like, I mean, I get thirsty sometimes. I really want to Fireball that, but I don't think I can. I'll Tesla. But yeah, like nothing really happened. I had a feeling nothing would really happen. Go Skelly King the back. So this is going to be a potential RG push again because I split my archers and I wasted my knight. So you could definitely go RG with the Skelly King ability if he wants. I have to be ready for that. That being said, I do have my Evo Knight in cycle, so if he tries anything, like it's not really going to be the smartest idea. Still go Skelly King ability. I think I have to... Do I need to log actually? Yeah, I do, just to be safe. I don't take any damage actually. I would have taken like a bunch. Okay, he does go RG for some reason. I mean, I have my Evo Knight, so I don't really know what the point of that was. Ghost Fisher 2. I'm going to Skeletons, and I can probably Expo counter push in the right after this is done, because that was, like, pretty aggro. And he's, like, 2 off RG at least. He went, like, what? He went, okay, Fisherman and then Tombstone. I think hopefully he's 2 off. If he's 1 off, he's going to get back to it in time, but hopefully it's 2. Gets the Skelly King down. Okay, I think I just have to let this die, unfortunately. I'll hover my Fireball for his Zappies, or, like, select it. There they are. Okay, Fireball. Kite this out of range with my Ice Spirit, and that's a lock. Beautiful. So that, just like that, we were able to punish. Now, he might ability last second. I can just log it. Yep, he does. Just log. Easy. Skeletons 2 just to be safe. Knight for the Mother Witch. I'll take, like... I don't actually take any skeleton hits in the right or in the left, so that was perfect. Gonna Debo now. Defense Exos are very clutch in this matchup, guys. He's also back to his Evo RG. Yep, there it is. So I kind of wanted to prohibit him from going in with that because it's kind of annoying. And also, Evo RG at the back isn't really a good play. Like, it's good, but it kind of negates the whole point of Evo RG, right? Which is, you know, it has that splash golden ball thing when it attacks. Because if it's like from afar, like it is right now, it doesn't really get that off. So just kind of negating it right there. Tesla will take care of this, and we pretty much won, guys. Like, this is in the bag. I'm going to Evo Knight, get back to my Tesla for this real quick. Tesla is going to snipe the Mother Witch first, which is really good as well, actually. I could probably Expo with this, although I'm down quite a bit of Elixir. Like, I'm not down because I have stuff on the board, but I'm not, like, at 6 right away, so... I might just... Yeah, I'm just going to take the Fireball, to be honest. Like, Archer's going to stay alive, force out the Fisherman. Beautiful. And I'll Ice Spirit for that one Zappy. Skellies for this Fisherman, and I'll play Skellies up high, so they all die. So you have to be very tactical with your Skeletons in this matchup, guys, because they do have the Mother Witch, and Mother Witch can single-handedly lose you the game. Like, the only time I lose this matchup is usually getting overwhelmed by a Mother Witch, or off-chance getting overwhelmed by, like, a Skelly King ability when I wasn't ready for it. Yeah, you just have to be ready for the Mother Witch at all times, so... Yeah, I'm gonna stack Archers. Very key as well. Sorry about that. I'm stacking my Archers, and, I'm okay right here. Okay, right here, the Mother Witch overwhelm is potentially coming in. Okay, doesn't get a hit, thank God. If that got a hit, actually wouldn't have been the worst, but it would have been bad. And okay, looks like we are down quite a bit of Elixir again, so I'm gonna defensive Expo. I feel like triple is gonna be kind of easy to defend, honestly, because I have like as many resources as I want, so like there's nothing he can really do. He fireballs the archers, which is, again, guys, notice I'm placing my archers super high up. He actually missed one as well. And Evo Knight's still going crazy. He's back to his Evo RG now, and he gets a Scaler King ability too, but it honestly wasn't even that charged up. And I can Expo right now because he just spent so much elixir. He's wasted his Evo RG. He just fireballed. Like, he's in trouble right now. I'm gonna Knight for whatever. Might just like fireball the tower. Okay, he just goes Scaler King. I'll just like let him fireball up high. Honestly, goes RG like that. I don't know what that's all about. That's definitely gonna lose in the game because he needs to be defending this Expo, not going for an RG push right now. Fireball tower now. That's Expo's gonna lock as well, and that's gonna be pretty much a perfect win, guys, against RG Scaler King. I haven't played that matchup in so long, but I'm glad I got it because it's one of the matchups I have down. Like, I usually choke it in GTs for some reason. If it's my last loss, I always lose that. But usually I know how to play that matchup, and that's pretty much it. Like, good defense, punish when you need, and that's going to be one off top 1k. Alright, guys, for our next game against Twilight. Goes for the Goblins. Lock in top 5k. Not sure what that's all about. Because I assume he is not going for a top 1k. I mean, he's already basically top 1k, so I mean top 5k, I mean, so don't know what that's all about. I could go for a last second fireball, but that's way too early to be so aggro, I feel, so I'm just going to let it go. Ice Spirit to kite this Knight over, and since nothing's really happening, I will take another sip of water. Okay, he goes for his Hog. I can just Tesla for that. And we see the Knight, the Bomb Tower, the Goblins. So this is definitely going to be either Hog EQ or Hog Exe Lightning. I feel like the latter is more probable because everyone has been playing Hog Exe with Lightning recently. So, like, I feel like it's a lot more likely. Like, I've just seen this deck so often. He goes for the Knight. I'll just Knight myself as well. And I feel like in terms of this matchup, I'm actually just going to take this Fireball as well, because I feel like Spell Cycle is pretty big. Like, if they Lightning your tower, it's going to get more damage than a Fireball would. But they can't really Lightning your tower very often unless you let them. Like, usually on a Tesla is worth it for them, but anything else isn't really worth Lightninging, I would say. I'll go for a high Tesla this time. Ice Spirit for the Exe to keep it off the Tesla. And right here, you can't really do anything. So as you guys can see, I'm just up a Fireball, which is pretty good, honestly. I think he's back to his Evo Knight himself. I'm back to mine, but I don't really want to cycle mine yet. I want to save it, so I'll just split archers. He's not really doing anything. Goes Bomb Tower. I might just Fireball Tower, because, I mean, in a way, that's just a -1 for him. Now it's a -3 for me because, yeah, he just Lightning's back. I'll Expo Skeleton's Ice Spirit log on this Hog Rider. I think that takes 0 hits as I log. Perfect. And then I'll Evo Knight for his Evo Knight. Archers for his stuff at the last second. That should be a lock, actually, because he's low on elixir. Beautiful. He didn't have enough for the bomb towers, you guys can see, so it's not like he kind of misplaced it. He just didn't really have enough elixir in time, because otherwise there'd be no reason to play it so late. And that's going to be a good game. Basically, just, you know, I was spell cycling him out. That's one way to deal with this matchup, I feel. Another way is just, like, letting them be aggro with their Lightning on offense, and then you can go in, but that's more, like, subjective, I guess, because it depends on the opponent what they're going to be doing. I'll skeles around the Exe, log it back. I might take one Exe hit. Yeah, I do. Okay, that's a bit annoying, but I'm still up so much damage to the point where it doesn't really matter. He has to respond to that Knight as well. Yeah, that was getting awfully close to his tower. And I'm just going to Expo right now. I don't think he's back to his Evo Knight. I'll just Knight myself. Goes low Bomb Tower. I'll Fireball it. Honestly, definitely worth just taking Fireball damage on the tower. And he gets the Knight down last second. I'll let this go now, because if he goes like Exe, I can't defend it. Yep, but damage is done. I'm going to Skeletons Tesla for this Hog. Tesla up high. And yeah, like, I'm up 1.4k, so the only way I can lose this is if he gets a Hog on tower, because if he just Lightning cycles, my Fireball cycle will match that. Like, I think Lightning cycle outdamages Fireball cycle, but I do have a faster cycle than him, and also, I can afford to be, like, a few hundred damage behind when I'm already up, like, 1k, right? So, just gonna high Tesla again, Ice Spirit to hold this in place. Tesla should do work against the Exe as well, as it does, very nice. Then Archer should clean it up, and I can... Okay, I'm not going to go in. I was going to say I can go in, but he's definitely going to go for another Hog. I'm going to stack Archers real quick. Skeles for the Knight. Okay, he is, like, stacking a bunch of stuff. I'll go for another anti-Lightning Tesla. And as you guys can see, it's been so annoying for him because he has to choose if he wants to lightning the Tesla, which he does right now. I'll just Xbow. Another good trick, you can Xbow to cut a hog if you don't really have anything else in cycle. I'm still up 1.4k, by the way, you guys can see. I've maintained the exact lead. Also, just by going for my anti-lightning Teslas, not really letting him ever go for a lightning on tower, pretty much. So, yeah, that's going to be a nice win against Hog. Lightning just control the game the whole time and spell cycle like pretty nicely, pretty smoothly in single to force him to go for an overcommit lightning, at which point I was able to punish him by going for an Xbow. And yeah, that was a nice one against Hog Lightning. So that should put me, yep, 2700, pretty much top 1k in the world now. Alright guys, we found our match against 3 for life. I feel like I've played this guy before, but I'm not really sure what he has. Just gonna Ice Spirit to start things out, as I was taking another sip of water there. Knight the back, and okay, Ice Golem Skeles. Okay, okay, it's gonna be 2.6. I'm gonna Expo the left because he just wasted his Ice Golem. Archers as well for the cannon, beautiful. And then he has to go like Hog or something, otherwise that's gonna lock. Or he's back to Ice Golem, which is fine. I low-key could like Fireball a Muskie. I actually will log. I'll be a bit aggro. Why not? And he gets the cannon down last second, so that's still going to be a lock, by the way, because Knight's going to take the cannon out, and we get a small lock. Beautiful. So that's going to be pretty much a Fireball's worth of damage. He's already upset about it, but, I mean, really good stuff. He seems upset, but it's literally, like, it's nothing that he can't come back from. It's a very small lock, so I don't know what he's upset about. But anyways, that's going to be a nice early lead. I'm going to Knight the back. Looks like he's down Elixir, actually, so I might just Expo. Especially because he goes Muskie in the right. So I'm definitely going to Expo. And I'm going to shove it up by 1 so he can't Fireball my tower and Expo. That honestly could be a Fireball on that, but I want an Archer so I get an Archer on the board as well. I have to log these Evo Skellies. Ice Spirit for the Hog. And that is going to be another lock unless he... Okay, he does get something down. I have to Evo Knight in time. Okay, really bad Ice Golem. Thankfully he went for that Ice Golem, guys, because that was a huge mistake. He could have gone like Ice Golem Hog if he was a bit more like smart with his Elixir, but I guess he panicked against the Expo, and that's definitely good for me because that Ice Golem did absolutely nothing for him. Expo's already dead. He really seems upset, but honestly, like, I really hate this matchup, actually. Like, I really hate this matchup. I don't know if Evo Knight changes it. It probably helps me out a bit, but, I mean, the main issue is they can still defend every single Expo well. You have to get them with a trick, usually, like whether it's a last-second Fireball, or making the Hog jump the river, or just catching them low on Elixir, like traditional principled stuff. But either way, I just really hate this matchup, honestly. I might just Fireball that. In fact, I will. He could Fireball me back if he wants. I don't mind. And he does. And he Fireballs wrong lane. Beautiful. Because they're supposed to go same lane as you. It's pretty annoying if they do, actually, because they can just Fireball every single Expo. But he does not really know that, it seems. Or he doesn't elect to opt for that. I'll log Ice Spirit. That should be a lock. I'll Fireball the Ice Golem. Okay, I think I missed, but still worth Fireballing. Oh, I hit. Okay, nice. He gets a cannon down. As you guys can see, he has to respond to this even still, though. Oh, that's going to be another lock. Goes Hog. Okay. I could have gone a lock there if I like went Prediction Tesla and made the Hog jump the river, but obviously no one's going to do that. Anyway, I'll Expo once I have enough for the Knight in front, and then Knight goes Ice Golem. I'll Archers to DPS it down, and I'm basically going to Fireball Tower again. Most likely, no matter what he does, because, yeah, I'm going to Fireball Tower. Okay, he gets the Evo Skellies down. I'll log Ice Spirit Skellies. That should be a mini lock, actually, I think. Is it? And very nice. We get 3 Expo ticks, which is like 165 damage, if I'm not mistaken. So that's like 2/3 of a Fireball in a way, or like 3/5, or I don't know. But basically, sort of a Fireball. Gonna Evo Knight. Nice, we caught the Musketeer. Log on this because he is getting a bit aggro. Archers snipe the Musketeer. And that is going to be pretty much GG, I think, because I can pressure. He has to respond to the Evo Knight in the right, as well as my Expo in the left. He's going to be in trouble. I am not going to Fireball that, because Knight's still there. He goes Hog, let me just Tesla to kite this out of Expo range real quick, and if he doesn't get something down. If he didn't get that cannon down, that would have been a lock on tower. I'll Ice Spirit. Okay, he's back to his Evo Skellies again. Wow, these Evo Skellies have been going hard. But I'm basically up 600 now, so, you know, like, this is going really well. I'll Knight. I have to Tesla, hopefully get it down in time, and I do. Very nice. He gets a cannon down, so, like, yeah, this is pretty much a good game, because I'm up, like, at least 500, so he can't really do much. Like, he seems really upset, but, I guess to his credit, like, I'd be a bit upset too, because, I mean, he can't really break through. He is going to start spell cycling. I'm going to Fireball back, because I actually cannot afford to let him spell cycle at all. I'm going to Fireball right away. He's already almost back to a fireball, I think, so definitely can't let that happen. Gonna Evo Knight. He can fireball Evo Knight if he wants. That's like a really bad fireball. I'll Ice Spirit to hold this in place. Skeletons to protect. Fireball Tower again. And then I think I'll Archers and Knight to snipe these Muskies. Tesla should pop up real quick, as it does. Back to a second Tesla too. And I'm still up like 600, so like there's really no concern about this match. I can actually just fireball that if I need to. Although I'll just Expo. And then Knight for the Muskie late. He does get a fireball off. Okay, hold on. I have to... Okay, Skeletons. And I'll log. Actually, I don't even need to log. Skeletons do take the Hog out. If that Hog got a hit, that might have been good game, though, actually. So maybe I should have logged on defense to be safe. But still, yeah, that would have been good game. Actually, he would have won. But I'll BM him because he's been BMing the whole game. As I said, I really don't like the 2.6 matchup, so I definitely take those. But I played it pretty well. I pressured at all the right times. I got the small Expo locks I needed to. And, yeah, that was a nice win against a pretty tough match, I'd say. And he seemed like he knew what he was doing. 2786 with 3.0. Really not bad at all. Alright guys, our match against, Saimai. This guy is, or Seimei, I don't know how to say his name, but he's a top Japanese player. As you guys can see, he has like a top 10 ladder finish. And he always plays the same deck. Yup, Giant Skeleton, Balloon, Lumberloon, I think. So we're going to be in for a pretty tough one here. I'm going to take a sip of water to prepare for this match. Okay, so he has Lumberloon. He's usually known for having triple spells as well. Going to Tesla for the Balloon. Wow, okay, hold on. I have to Ice Spirit. Expo's gonna lock, thankfully, thank God. Hopefully Balloon doesn't get a second hit, I swear to God. Okay, it does. Oh my God, I'm gonna log this Ewiz back. And that should be another mini Expo lock. Yeah, we get it, he logs. Man, he got me in single, wow, because... Okay, if I place my Tesla 1 over to the right, that wouldn't have worked, but he really tried to get me in single, like... Wow. At least I got my damage back, but this is already bad because I think he has like Fireball, Log, Tornado. Very interesting spells for a Lumberloon deck, I know. But, like this is scuffed. He has Barbs. I'm going to Expo. He has a Giant Skelly. And he just barely has enough for it in time. Nice. And then I think the one Archer in the right does not fully deal with the Barbs. But I'll Knight early, and Skeletons too to start DPSing ASAP and Log. He does go for a good Nado. Knight will hopefully walk up in time. I have to Ice Spirit for this side. And okay, yeah, that Expo's not going to do much, but it'll at least help against the Barb, so I don't have to respond to that Barb. Thank you, Expo. And we're going to be up like, or down like 400 now, which I think we were down a bit more last time, so not bad. Knight's going to get a hit, please. Okay, thank you, Knight. Okay, now we are totally back in this. I think it's good we're going opposite lane too, because same lane, again, he has lots of spells in this deck. He has like, okay, he's going to do the same thing. I'm going to Archers. Yup, exactly. I knew he was going to do the same thing, so I didn't want a Tesla. I wanted to Archers, Fireball the Horde, because he really seems to love that trick. I'll Expo. Oh, he has Evo Barbs back, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. Okay. Maybe not the best Expo. Okay, Ice Spirit doesn't jump. Yikes. I will Evo Knight, hopefully, to still get a lock. Okay, no, that was a really bad Evo Knight, actually. My bad, guys. I just threw away my entire Evo. Although, to be fair, I just baited his out, and he has to respond to this still. Nice. Gonna Debo. This is the play. Anti-Fireball to my right side tower. Then if he goes for a Balloon in the right, I will Tesla 1 over this time, I think, like this. So he can't actually bypass it with a Minion Horde like he seems to love doing. He is going to Fireball everything, and Nado. Okay, that's going to be a pain. I'm going to have to Archers. Thankfully, guys, Tesla's pretty robust and healthy, so it does survive a Fireball Nado. Going to Expo again. See what he wants to do for this. I'll Knight. Okay, going to Fireball Log the Ewiz, I think. Yeah, I'll get a small lock here, hopefully. So Fireball, Log, please, lock. Okay, go for a Fireball. That's going to be a lock. Beautiful, beautiful. That's going to put me in the lead. And that might be a good game now, because I can totally defend. Now, he might be trying to punish me with either Barbs or a Horde, plus a Balloon push. I just realized he doesn't have Lumberjack. He replaced it with the Barbs, I think. Tesla now. Okay, nice. Just Balloon Log the bridge. Pretty interesting play. Don't really agree with it, honestly, I guess. Maybe he wanted me to overcommit, but didn't work out. He might Ewiz again. That would be what I would do, yep, like out of range of the Tesla. Smart enough, I guess. But this is like, I'll log the tower. I want to make sure I hit the tower. Smart of him to go Barbs and all in that lane, because I obviously don't want to Fireball. I might just Expo again, yep. Okay, actually goes for the Horde after full defend, I think. Like, this is getting pretty sketchy. I'll Fireball. He Fireballs back. Okay, we're still fine, actually. He goes Balloon after Archer's Ice Spirit. I could Tesla too if I need to. I'll actually Expo, I think, because if he commits to these archers, he's going to be in trouble. And he doesn't. Smart for him. If he did, though, he wouldn't have had enough elixir for a giant skeleton, I don't think. So, gonna Knight. He might NATO it back. I'll skeles. Yeah, he does. Yep. I'll archers log. Hopefully get a small lock here. Gonna fireball the barbs. Actually, I'm gonna Tesla because he might go for a balloon again. I think it's better to be safe than sorry. Like, I'm already up like a few hundred, so there's no real need to be too aggro. Just hold on to my lead, basically. Okay, I'm actually gonna Expo still. He goes for a fireball. I'm back to a Tesla as well, so it's not really a big concern. I'll fireball that. Back to a Knight in one card too, so I'll Knight for the Ewiz. Back to archers for the Horde. So, like, this is really good. I forced out the Horde. He goes for a balloon, but I can Tesla in the normal spot. Doesn't have a Horde to bypass it. Death damage from the giant skelly is not going to work. Okay, I have to Expo, actually. Hold on. If that got death damage, I would have lost, because death damage plus fireball. Actually, no, I would have fireballed back. It would have been more, but still, you know, didn't want to risk anything. I'll fireball that and log. I don't think fireball NATO log does enough to outdamage me. I hope it doesn't actually. Hold up. Okay, it actually almost did, I think, but Ice Spirit connected anyway, so thank God. Actually, no, it wouldn't have, right? Because, let me see. Yeah, I don't think NATO would have done enough to offset the Ice Spirit. So that's going to be a very nice win against a top player, guys. We beat 2 top Japanese players so far in the ladder push, Suwanki and now Seimei. He is a really good player. That's going to put me in the top 900. Very nice stuff. Alright, guys, we are 2 wins away now. I have to lock in and just get my wins. I know this guy, he's a good game. I'm not gonna tie him. He's playing Giant Double Prince, so honestly it would be good for me to tie him, but number 1, he could win steal me. I actually don't even know him, like, personally. I just know of him. Number 2, like, I think I can win this with Evo Knight. Like, this is not the best matchup, but I think I can win thanks to the Evo Knight. Okay, just took another sip of water. He goes for the Prince the back. Knight should take care of that pretty easily. I'll Ice Spirit archers, actually, just because Knight will actually not take care of that at the bridge. He goes for arrows. Okay, I think just log will take care of this. Let me just log to make sure it doesn't charge onto my tower. And the name of the game is going to be Outcycling in single, guys. So, number 1, I will try and get back to my Evo Knight as soon as possible to abuse it. Number 2, I'm going to Knight right now in case he zaps. Yep, Knight to retarget as well, and then I'll Expo. Number 2, I'm going to try and outcycle his Giant. So he has Giant for this Expo right now, as he does. And then the next Expo will be able to outcycle his Giant. Also, I can go archers because he just wasted his arrows. Didn't waste them, but I outcycled them, you know, so I can go in. Skeles. Gonna log on the egg. Make sure it doesn't respawn. Okay, that's gonna be a dead Expo, sadly, but don't think I have to respond to that Dark Prince, actually, so that's really nice. Like, that was actually a pretty good sequence, because now I have Expo Evo Knight in cycle, and he went... What did he go for? He went for Giant, Dark Prince, Phoenix. He only played 2 cards, right? So he actually is not back to Giant, so I can Expo on the right. And he can't really do too much about it, so let me just go for that right now. Especially if he played like Prince the back, he would have lost the game right here, I think. But he goes for the minor. Okay, Knight, please. Okay, wow, Knight really... Man, okay, if Knight didn't do that, I would have probably gotten a lock there. I don't know why Knight went back so far. I guess it was my bad. But the Prince was able to connect to the Expo, sadly. Let me Ice Spirit real quick. Goes for the Ewiz. He's going to have to respond to this Knight still. I'm going to Expo, because if he responds to the Knight, he can't respond to the Expo in time. Don't think he can get a Giant down in time, guys. Also, he just went for a zap, right? So, yes, we get a lock. Beautiful. Good elixir counting by me. Get a Knight in front. He does not have zap back in cycle, I don't think. So, I'm going to Ice Spirit for that. Okay, he's back to zap now. I'll archers. He can arrows if he wants. I don't really care. Like, that's pretty much good game, I think. I can especially Expo again right now, because I have archers counter pushing. Let me just go for it right now. Knight in front, too. He can arrows now, but, like, this is still a really good position, I think. And if he goes, like, Ewiz, I'll fireball it. He goes for a low Giant. I'll just skeletons. And I'll test like this. This is a Tesla placement you guys want to use against like Giant or Golem on your Expo, where it's going to actually like keep the... Like it's going to be a very low Tesla, as low as possible, but you're still going to be able to target the tank on your Expo. Let me just Expo as well right now, while the Evo Knight's coming down the left, because he has to respond to both lanes. And I'm going to fireball that. Definitely going to fireball that. Ice Spirit 2. That's going to be a lock. Very nice. He has to respond to this again. Probably with a zap, I guess. Yep, zap to retarget onto the Prince. And, I mean, damage is done. As I said, I'm up in both lanes right now. Going to Knight for the... Actually, I'm just going to Expo right now, because he's pretty low in elixir. I'm not really letting him get much miner chip either. Like, I'm actually winning in both lanes, because, like, most of his miners have been pretty good for me. Like, you know, when he's trying to defend an Expo, and he hasn't really been defending the Expos the best, I've been pressuring so well. I'm actually playing this matchup really well, which I'm really glad for, because this is, like, kind of a scuffed matchup. Although, as I said, I think Evo Knight does change things quite a bit, especially because he doesn't have any Evos in his deck. They're going to Expo the right. Just pressure, pressure, pressure. He's back to his giant. I'm going to Knight Archers and hopefully make him arrows. Yep, and the lane doesn't want to go for arrows in. Then I can just Tesla the middle, let this die. Okay, he actually is defending this quite a lot, so I have to Evo Knight. I'll let the Tesla go, I think. And I'll Knight late. Archers for the miner. And he can arrows if he wants. Like, the game is over. The game is literally over, because there's no way he's going to come back 1,000 damage, especially if I pressure at the right time as well. Notice, guys, he still has to respond to the Evo Knight in the right as well, so I'm just doing really good dual lane pressure right now. Probably going to E-Wiz. Yep, E-Wiz for the Evo Knight. Still going to get some hits in the right, though. So not really bad. Maybe another? Okay, no. Still going to log this back. Notice I haven't let his miners get, like, any damage in triple as well. That's, like, the only miner he's been able to go for so far. Double Tesla action. Archers are back. Gonna get back to my Knight real quick for the miner. Nice, good catch again. Log it back. Fireball tower. And that's good game, guys. So that's pretty much a picture-perfect, beautiful match against Giant Double Prince. If he had Fireball, that might have been a different story, but since he had Arrow Zap, I feel like with the Evo Knight, that might be slightly my matchup, actually. So I'm very glad I was able to win this one, on top ladder especially, against a pretty good Giant player, because, I mean, you have to be pretty good at Giant Double Prince to be this high on ladder with it this season, right? So, you know, pretty good stuff by me. And, yeah, I'm really happy about that. That's going to be one win away now. So it's not over yet. It's really not over yet. But, one win away. Just have to lock in and secure the ladder finish. Alright, guys, we found a match against Michan. Oh, I know this guy. He's playing, Balloon Cycle. I beat him before. In my last video, I think I actually beat him. But I did have, Queen. So now I have Archer. It's going to be a bit different. I'll Knight the back. Goes for the Miner. I might as well just log the Miner, I think, to prevent damage. And retarget onto my Knight. I think it's worth it. Goes Muskie the back. I think I'm just going to Fireball that. No reason not to, really. Yeah, I'll just Fireball it, I guess. Although he could, like, go for a big balloon push right now. Okay, he is playing Knight. So, I saw his API. He was switching between Ice Golem and Knight. But he's back to Knight now, I guess. Probably going to balloon in front of this, if I had to guess. I'll Skeletons. Ice Spirit for the Muskie. Okay, he doesn't go balloon. If he went balloon, that would have been so good for me. But it's fine. Still, good defense by me. And, you know, I think I don't have any issues going same lane in this matchup, actually, because number one, they don't have a big spell. Number two, counter push goes crazy. So if I like defend a minor balloon push and I go in and he's like down elixir, or I have a lot of stuff on the board, he's going to be in trouble. So let's see if he gives me another fireball. He does. I feel like it's intentional, but still it's not really going to hurt me to take a good fireball. So I think he definitely wants me to do that. Like, he wants to like bait something out. Oh, this is so good, guys. This is going to be huge. I'm going to activate King. Don't know why he went E-Spirit like that. Really not the best play, but that just might be good game already. Like, if I just don't choke, because activated King in this matchup is so huge, honestly. I'm actually so happy about that. Like, you guys can't tell how much I'm happy, or how much I'm smiling right now, because early activation is so huge in this matchup. Gonna go for a low Tesla. Skeletons, Ice Spirit for the balloon. Do I need to do anything else? I don't think so. Yep, I can Expo, and this might be a good game already because I have an Evo Knight, and I take no damage. Again, just courtesy of the King Tower activation. He's back to his own Evo Knight. Okay, bad log. I should have gone Archers for this Evo Knight, but still, that might be a lock, I hope. Knight. Okay, Knight's dead. Okay, that's not going to be a lock, sadly. I'll let it go. There's no point going Knight on like a 1 HP Expo. Very unfortunate, but it's okay. I have to Knight actually now, because that wouldn't have gotten a hit, but in case it did, I couldn't afford to take that hit. I'm just going to Fireball that, to be honest. And I mean, this game's going to go to overtime, no doubt. This game's going to go to like 5 minutes. I'm totally fine doing that, playing the long game. Again, going same lane, because I have King Tower activated too. Like, there's really no downside to this position. Defense Expo goes kind of crazy, as you guys can see as well. He does protect his Musketeer, so fair enough. I'm actually going to bridge block to make the balloon cross the bridge. And actually, he does go Miner, but as you guys can see, the Knight wasn't tanking for the Miner, because I was able to just push it in front. Now, if he goes for another Knight in front, I can just Expo to kite it over. Yep, which I'll do right now. Ice Spirit for the Knight. And then Balloon is going to get kited over into the Tesla. Going to log this Miner back as well. Don't want to take any Miner hits if I can help it. And very nice stuff, very nice defense, don't have to respond. Death damage on the right is totally fine. And King activation is so clutch against Balloon, guys. Look at that go. Back to my ExeNado as well, so this is looking really good. Goes for an ExeNado himself. Looks like he's getting really aggro, which is really good for me. Like, the fact that he's playing pretty impatient like this is a really good sign. I'm actually just going to Expo right now because I have Archers counter-pushing. I have the Evo Knight counter-pushing. I'm going to Fireball the Bomb Tower. If he's not ready for it, that's going to be a lock. So hopefully I get it down. And beautiful. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Okay, I actually jumped a bit in my seat there. We get a lock, and that might be a good game. So that Fireball trick is so good because if you're not ready for it, you're going to get a small lock. And yep, he knows it's good game now. I'm up 1,000 damage. Even if I didn't get that, though, that still would have been a good game probably because I could have, like, Fireball cycled him out a lot in triple. As you guys can see, I've been able to break through at all the whole game so far. I'm going to take the Fireball on all of that. Skeletons for the miner. Okay, Archers for this. Oh, hold on. Okay, that was a misclick. Okay, I almost did something really stupid there. Almost took a balloon hit. I still would have been able to come back, I think, but it would have been pretty sketchy. Don't know why he gives me a free Fireball on the Musketeer. That's a mistake for sure, but I will take it. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to log this Muskie off. Skeletons. Knight for the Barb Barrel. And then he miners on the Archers, which is really good, because if it's not on the tower, like, definitely good for me, again. And, again, him being so aggro like this is really good for me as well, because he has to be super aggro. I can be super chill and patient. I'm going to Knight to retarget the miner off, as you guys can see, very nice trick. Tesla's still alive, so if he goes Balloon again, like, he's not going to break through. I can actually Expo with this, and, he can't really do anything. I actually should have Tesla'd that Balloon, that would have been a nice play. But still, just Fireball Tower. Honestly, and he can't do anything. So very nice win, guys. We got it. Oh my god, I am so happy. I'm ecstatic right now because I worked my ass off for this. Like, I don't play the whole entire day anymore, but to me, like, still playing 4 hours a day of non-stop top ladder is still considered a big grind, and it's pretty stressful. So I'm really glad I was able to get it. Good game to me, Chan. I played him twice so far. He's been a good sport each time about it, so pretty happy to play him for my final game. Very, very nice stuff. And that is going to be the top 1K secured, guys. So as you guys can see, that's going to put me at 591 in the world, 2820. So basically top 600, going to be about top 650 of a finish, I've had to guess. And yeah, 3.0 Xbow cycle, all 3.0. So I switched off Queen Bow, I played 3.0, I played Archers, the Tried, the True, the Tested, the Classic deck, and I was able to get it with all these nice wins. So as you guys can see, I am so happy about this. Hope you guys are proud of me. That's going to be another top 1K secured. Going to be my 7th ladder finish in this account. So, yep, let's freaking go. So that's going to be it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.